Bermuda Triangle, infamous by various monikers such as the Devil's Triangle, Hoodoo Sea, the Atlantic Graveyard, the Sea of Doom, and the Sargasso Graveyard, has remained a focal point of tales and enigmas for over 5 centuries. However, the question lingers: is it a genuine enigma or merely a fabricated narrative? Welcome to the 5-Minute Show, the channel where we dive headfirst into the enigmatic and mystifying world of conspiracy theories surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. Number 1. Christopher Columbus's mystical encounters in the Bermuda Triangle. During his maiden transatlantic voyage in 1492, renowned explorer Christopher Columbus documented peculiar occurrences within the region now recognized as the Bermuda Triangle. His compass began malfunctioning, and he noted stars appearing to move in the sky. These enigmatic experiences marked the earliest accounts associated with the area. Number 2. The birth of the Bermuda Triangle. Term in 1964. In 1964, the infamous term Bermuda Triangle first emerged from the pen of writer Vincent Gaddis. Through his article, The Deadly Bermuda Triangle, published in Argosy Pulp magazine, this enigmatic name made its official debut. This term would subsequently become synonymous with a region known for its mysterious disappearances. Number 3. Bermuda Triangle's ever-elusive borders. The Bermuda Triangle's boundaries remain elusive, with size and limits subject to constant variation. This enigmatic fluidity makes systematic scientific study within the area a daunting task, leaving the region a subject of debate and fascination, free from universally accepted dimensions or inclusion criteria. Number 4. Decoding Flight 19 Tragedy. The 1945 Flight 19 incident, linked to the Bermuda Triangle, likely resulted from navigation and communication issues, not supernatural forces. Disorientation and communication challenges played a role. Does this account that human factors and standard aviation challenges are the more plausible explanations? Number 5. Mystery of the Vanishing Lighthouse. Keepers. The Great Isaac Lighthouse, standing proudly on a remote Bahamian island, harbors a perplexing enigma. In 1969, 2 keepers disappeared, sparking Bermuda Triangle rumors. However, a historical hurricane record points to Hurricane Anna as the likely culprit. Number 6. Charles Berlitz's Atlantis Connection, unveiling the enigmatic Bermuda Triangle. In his 1974 bestseller, The Bermuda Triangle, Charles Berlitz introduced the concept of the Bermuda Triangle and proposed a connection to the legendary lost city of Atlantis. Berlitz's book catapulted the mysterious region into the public eye, igniting theories of unexplained vanishings and paranormal phenomena, solidifying its place as a cornerstone of modern maritime legend. Number 7. The Bermuda Triangle's mysterious toll. Annually, the Bermuda Triangle claims a haunting toll. 1,000 lives lost, 20 yachts, and 4 planes swallowed by its enigmatic depths. Over the past century, approximately 1,000 individuals have met their fate within this treacherous expanse. Presently, this mystifying zone engulfs around 20 yachts and 4 planes each year. Between 1945 and 1965, 5 planes met their doom here, and from 1800 to 1963, 10 ships either vanished or found a watery grave. Number 8. Is the Bermuda Triangle a portal for alien abduction? In the realm of conspiracy theories, the Bermuda Triangle sparks speculation about extraterrestrial engagement. This narrative suggests that aliens use the triangle as a gateway to Earth to abduct people and technology, offering an alternative explanation for the area's enigmatic disappearances. Number 9. Could it be a portal to otherworldly journeys? Pilot Bruce Jernan's account suggests the Bermuda Triangle might be a gateway to different times and places. He claims, "I didn't believe in time travel or teleportation until it happened to me." Jernan documented his experience, detailing how a mysterious fog propelled his plane 100 miles forward, captivating our imagination. Number 10. Unraveling the Bermuda Triangle's logical threads. Within the Bermuda Triangle's enigmatic tales of disappearances lie threads of logic and reason. Many incidents find explanations in adverse weather or human navigational errors. This acknowledgement underscores the importance of scrutinizing each case with a critical eye, rather than attributing them solely to the Triangle's mysteries. It emphasizes the necessity for thorough investigation and analysis, which often unveil the truth behind these events, dispelling the shroud of the unexplained. Thanks for joining us on the 5-Minute Show as we delved into the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, this enigmatic region continues to captivate. Like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content. See you in the next video.